guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a topical video which I know a lot of you will be feeling at the moment. I know a lot of you are feeling anxious, and this is my guide and advice to GCSE results day 20. This is for 2020, but you can watch this at any time of year. So if you are watching this in July 2021, hi! Also, I want to mention before I get started, I know thousands and thousands across the UK, myself included, will be getting their GCSE results on Thursday. So in this video I'm going to do, it's kind of going to be a bit of an advice video as well as my views on how I handle GCSE results day. So if you want to know how to not be stressed on Thursday, then keep on watching this video. Thanks guys. Okay, tip number one, this is going to be for the night before GCSE results day, so try not to think about as much as you can. You've done your exams, it's just out your hands, there's nothing more you can do about it. Then what I would suggest you do the day before is you do something that relaxes you, whether that be sport, go for a walk somewhere, like if it was on your own or with your dog, anything that relaxes you, whether that's like watch films, play games, anything that you can think of. I know a lot of you can probably throw many suggestions on there. Just whatever makes you, whatever relaxes you, whatever calms you down, just do that, and then try not to think about the day ahead of GCSE results day. The day before I had the GCSE results day, I would either go out with my family, or I'd do a number of things, whether that would be have a pamper, I would put like a face scrub on, have a shower, like put a face scrub on, and do body butter, which is what I'll probably be doing tonight. So whatever makes you feel, whatever calms you down, whatever de-stresses you, and whatever will take your mind off the day ahead tomorrow, just do that. Also, another thing I want to mention as well, for the day ahead, if you are planning to go down short tomorrow, I would suggest you get an early night, get plenty of sleep, unless you're all fresh and ready for the day. Tip is on the actual day itself, before you set out, when you're choosing an outfit. Now this really helped me when I didn't feel at all anxious. It would do something that really helps me boost my confidence and this is the biggest tip that I can ever give you, is choose an outfit the night before. Like, choose a colour that makes you feel confident. Now, I did the first time I got my GCSE results, I just wore my Levi's hoodie, and then I just done a further two results day, and I'm doing one, and this will be my third one tomorrow. So what I would say is, this is for both genders, wear a colour, like a bright colour or any colour that makes you feel confident, because now whether you're at college or sixth form or wherever, do the same. I mean, the same that I did for exams. I wore a bright colour, and then should it not go to plan, or regardless of how it goes, at least if you felt confident right before you opened the envelope. So I would suggest you wear something like a colour, like a yellow, pink, green, orange. You see, tomorrow I might wear something like this, or I might wear like a nice sunshine yellow, depending on, because I know at the minute it's a little bit grey, like drizzly and grey outside, but then, hey, bright colour brings happier moods, because I know it can be a bit of a day of mixed emotions. So if you want to cheer yourself a bit more, I suggest you wear bright colour. Okay, my experiences when I got my GCSE results was, when I left, now the options that were available, I never wanted to do A levels. I always wanted to go to college and do something like hands-on, where originally I was going to do something, it alternated all the way through year 11, whether that was music, performing art. Originally I was going to do art and design. However, I did get offered an interview to do graphic design, which I also did my degree in, which I just finished, which is a big milestone. But then nobody has a final set in stone plan of what they are going to do. It always chops and changes, even through all walks of life. So don't worry if you may not get your plan A, but I'd say have a firm plan B in place. Because when I got my results, when I finished school, when I left school, I felt like I did alright considering I ended up taking a load of rubbish off. Taking a load of rubbish off people in school, because I was bullied. I was bullied. I was teased for sticking in, and one of the lessons, I was put in quite a bad class because I was pretty much the only one who, I mean, when I did acting at school, I was going to do it at college. I was pretty much the only one that was going to make something out of it, because originally I was going to do drama as a career. And of course it's a course that requires little effort, but then you'll always get people who want to make something out of it, including myself. So overall, don't be afraid to look at other options. Okay, number 3 is, regardless of how it goes, don't worry. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's out your hands. Whether you pass everything or whether you fail some, or whether you need to resit the important ones, don't worry. There are options available. So at the minute I'm doing GCSE maths, which is okay. This next little bit is some supplies that I would advise you take with you. So what I would advise taking with you is your phone. You'll need I'd say charge it up the night before, because you want a fully charged phone so that you can ring your parents, say if you are going alone and then you wanted to ring them about your results. Take a bag that's big enough for a folder. So I mean, I've just got this River Island bag, a pen and a pencil, and then like your folder in case you are enrolling on your A-levels or your college course. I'm trying to cover up my name written on the front of them. Paperwork, your results slip, and then anything else what I would take is, whilst you're waiting, you can always take something like a stress ball. I don't know why I've got this makeup sponge, anything that's soft, so that while you're waiting for your results, waiting to collect your results, say if you are in the car, on the bus, on the train, on the way to your school or college, you can just use this to relieve any last minute stress that you may have. And then just anything else that you can suggest me to take, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I may take that with me tomorrow. The 2 core subjects are GCSE English and Maths, which I'm still sitting my Maths. Well, at the minute I think the ones you get is the minimum you need to get is say if you want to go on to A-levels or go on to college without sitting them, is a grade 4 or 5, grade C if you did the old traditional GCSE grades. Then if you don't do that, you would need, if not, whether you don't have English or Maths or both, you'll need to sit them again. But then there are options available, so don't worry if you didn't quite get the grade you wanted. So whether you just resit your Maths, which is what a lot of people are doing, had to do, including myself, don't worry, there are options available. You can even, if you were to go to college, you can just sit your GCSE English or Maths alongside your course you're doing, which I had no problem with doing at all. It filled so much of my day, and it would either fill in the rest of my day, or days that I'm normally not in, where I'm not in doing my course, I would be spending those either the morning or the afternoon doing the GCSE Maths. So see, I mean, it is a good thing because it spaces out your working week and it gives you something to do and it makes your day more productive. So don't worry if it does not go to plan. It's not the end of the world if you don't get the grades you hoped on getting. You can always do it again next year and then hope for the best. Yes, it may be a little bit more difficult, but just don't worry about it. So regardless of how you're done, it's not the end of the world if you didn't quite get what you wanted. There's always help. You can talk to teachers, talk to lecturers, just talk to even parents. They'll be able to advise you on where they would suggest, or where you can go next. Okay, my next tip is to explore all options. Well, a lot of you will probably have a set in stone option, whether that's to go to do A-levels or go to college or even do an apprentice. So if you didn't get the results, I mean, I might have mentioned this in the previous tip, if you didn't get the results, you can always look at other options where, say if you didn't say originally you wanted to do A-levels but you didn't quite meet the entry requirements, you can always look at either apprenticeship, which means you can earn money as you're learning, or you can go to college, where you can go to college or do some sort of, I think it's internship after 18, or you can do that, or a vocational course, which is which has got a more hands-on approach, whereas A-levels is exam based and it's more like classroom orientated. So if A-levels isn't your thing, and then say if you were actually going to go to sixth form but you didn't quite get the grades you want, you could always look at college, which is where they do a lot of hands-on courses, whereas if you prefer a hands-on approach, then college might be the right option for you. There is always something available. Don't feel afraid that you won't be able to find anything just because you haven't quite met the entry conditions for your first choice. And then the last thing I want to mention is be proud of yourself regardless of how this is done. Whether you've achieved the grades or not, be proud of yourself. Don't worry whether you perform poorly, because I know it is a bit strange and a bit stressful, but you are moving on to the next stage in your life, which is life is supposed to be an adventure, so enjoy it. And then because you've accomplished a massive milestone, so give yourself a pat on the back. You've accomplished a massive milestone, which is exams, which I know were super stressful in May, June. So one more thing I want to mention is if you do plan to go to university and then you didn't get the grades that you needed to get onto your course, fear not, there is this thing called clearing, which is basically something to do between the July and the September, where if there's spaces available, say you didn't get on your course say you got an interview but you weren't successful in January, clearing is a procedure where they may contact you and they say that they've got places available. Say suddenly other people that wanted to go to that uni couldn't make it because of whatever reason. They'll then call you, offer you a place, and then you can choose whether you want to take that place or not. So even if you don't get the results that you were hoping or you needed to get onto your course, get onto university and they'll be happy. So anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Please be sure to give a giant thumbs up. I'm wishing all the best of luck to everybody getting their GCSE results tomorrow. Regardless of how this has gone, we are so proud of you. A huge well done, and then don't worry, stress about a thing. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks guys, bye.